Hey y'all, this is Rhonda from Rhonda's Country Kitchen, and today I'm going to be sharing a little recipe to y'all for something that I think everybody needs to know how to cook. Everybody loves it, enjoys it, and it's really simple. Once again, I know I say that all the time, but I really do try to make things really simple and easy for people that have been cooking a long time as well as just starting out. But I'm going to be making some good old biscuits and sausage gravy. Now, I've talked to many people that have expressed to me, listen, I'm not going to be cooking no biscuits. I'm not mixing all that stuff up. I'm not getting into all that. So today I'm going to give you a little shortcut, and I know how to make regular biscuits, so I'm not throwing off on that. I've made biscuits the old-fashioned way my entire life, but I did run across a recipe that was just so easy to follow, and I thought I'd do a little twist on it and show you the ones that are scared of getting in the kitchen making some biscuits, and these are honestly just as good to me. I think so. In fact, my mom has been making biscuits for our entire life, and I gave her this recipe, and she said, it is really good and so simple to do. She said, this is what I'm going to be doing from now on. Well, the little trick to these is this little mix right here. It's Southern Biscuit, and I'm sure you've seen it in the grocery store 100 million times, but it's Formula L biscuit mix. So it's got everything in it that you're going to need. It's got your shortening all in it. The only thing we're going to be mixing with this is some buttermilk. Yes, that is it. It's that easy. So now I am making this for just me and Russ. I'm not making it for a big crowd. So, and I'm tell you what, the recipe is right on the back. It tells you exactly what to do. But I'm going to be cutting mine just a little bit because I don't need a whole big old honking pan of them. It's just going to be for us. So I'm going to start off. I'm actually just going to do about 2 cups. There goes my stove. It's preheated and ready at 450. And you do want your temperature to be high. That's where people mess up making biscuits a lot of times. They have it on 350, and that is just a no-no. I'm just going to pour this in here and eyeball it. But I'm going to do probably about 2.5 cups. Because the 2 cups didn't look like it was quite enough. And now that my oven is preheated, I'm just going to throw some butter on my cast iron here. And I normally put about a half stick, but you don't have to do that. But I love for the bottom of my biscuits to be a little crispy on the bottom, a little buttery, and then you get in that middle and you've got that goodness, that soft goodness in the middle. So I'm just going to throw this in here and hope I can mix this up before it starts sizzling. So I'm going to get this butter hot. We'll throw that in there, and I'm going to mix this up real quick. Got my hands washed, ready to go. So, and I just start just like when you're doing regular biscuits. I've got my buttermilk, and just start in the middle. Make you a little mound. Just kind of work it with your hands. Don't be scared. That's the instruments God gave you. And you don't want to work biscuit dough too much because they will get tough on you. So I've put maybe about 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk so far in mine. And I'm just going to work it with my hand. And I've got my little seal pat here because that's my little shortcut for not making just a huge mess on the counter. And we're going to get these rolled out. I tell you, when we were growing up, it was so funny. If you cooked, you didn't have to clean. Well, I have a sister, and you know who you are. She would mess up every single, I think every pot in the house when she cooked. And me and my other sister just be looking like this, just defeated when she rolled out of there. Now, she always rolled out some awesome meals, but I have learned to try to clean as I go, or some little shortcuts for all that nonsense, because there was some times, I'm telling you, it was very questionable if she'd used every pot in the house. And we still pick at her. She knows she does. She knows she did it. But anyway, maybe that helped me in life with trying to clean it up, keep it up. So, and Lord, when it was her time to clean the kitchen, we'd wake up in the morning sometime and she'd have all these little pots just sitting on the counter. She said, they needed soaking. So we get a good laugh about that. But I'm just going to sprinkle. Now I've got my dough just moist. It's not, it's a little gummy. That's how you want it. Now I'm gonna just sprinkle some flour. And first I'm gonna give my little hands a wash, because this is what we're working with, before I start cutting these out, putting it on the pan. All right, got my hands washed, and I'm ready to flip this little dough out. I'm just gonna put my hands in this flour to kind of work with it as I roll it on to this seal pat here. I'm just gonna roll it around in that flour, just so it's not sticky. And give it a little flip here. Now, you want to cut them out about a 1/2 inch thick. And I'm just going to give it a little pat, little love pat. And I got my hands all dirty again, but I got to get that pan out the oven. And I want my butter to turn brown. So we're going to be putting those biscuits right on top of that butter. All right, got me a little cutter. Now you can use anything you want. For years, I used just a little cup or whatever. I had a little glass, whatever you got. You just use what you have. One day you might not have all these goodness, these little goodies and stuff, and so you learn to just make do with what you have. All right. And I just kind of toss them back and forth, get that flour, that little extra flour off. You can take your fingers and kind of go around them if they ugly. But these are quite pretty. So I'm just going to put them in that butter and finish putting these in here. Now the next step, I'm going to be making some sausage gravy. And like I said, this is a recipe that I feel everybody ought to know how to do. It's really, really quick and easy to do. It doesn't take much. If you got some sausage and flour, that type of thing, you will be good to go. I love recipes that doesn't, you don't have to Google what's on the ingredient list. You just know, hey, I've already got that. And if you got that bag of flour, and I'm telling you, it's getting harder to find that sometimes. I've had to go with all kind of little stuff because I couldn't get them. But now, after I cut my little biscuits out, I just kind of put it back together, and we'll cut 1 or 2 more out of it. Actually, I've only got room for about 1 more. So I'm just gonna go in there with 1 more. I actually had a little dough left over, but now I'm gonna tell you, these biscuits, Lord Jesus, I love them with some jelly. I love making homemade jellies and preserves and stuff. I love that, but you can put some garlic butter on them. You can dress these things up all kind of ways, and it is delicious. But I'm gonna show you. You don't have to do the mixing the shortening and all that good stuff, or butter, however you want to do them. We're just going to do them simple, easy, and I'm going to get these in the oven and wash my hands, and then we'll start that sausage gravy. Okay, y'all, it's time to make my little sausage gravy that's going to be so good over those biscuits. Now, I've got the Jimmy Dean sausage, just the regular. You can get the hot, you can do whatever. My husband actually loves the hot one, and some different brands, but this is what we got to go with. And I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking this down and get that gravy going. Get all this little goodness out of there. Now, I most of the time just use a fork, to be honest, to mash mine up. You can use whatever you want. And I start working mine just like this. It's really hot. This cast iron is really hot, so I'm going to work fast with it. Some people add a little water so it's smooth, but I like little pieces in mine. So this is what we will do. Now this sausage is really seasoned. It's got plenty of salt in it right now. So we're not going to season it until after we put our flour in and get that going. The sausage gravy really doesn't need a whole lot of seasoning. You want that simple goodness. Sometimes things get over-seasoned. Now, trust me, I love to season stuff. I have a ton of seasoning, so I'm not just saying don't season something because that's not how I roll. But sausage already has a really good flavor. You don't want to put all kind of stuff in it to take away from that goodness. So, just gonna let this cook. One little fella jumped out. He's like, no thank you. Now, I got that mashed up with my fork. And I'm gonna go in like this. Because you don't want it to stick too bad. Now, I'm gonna use what does stick to the pan with my little crumbles and stuff. And my little goodness. And you can do this one or two ways. I think I'm going to not take it out. I'll just mix my flour right in it. Sometimes I'll take my sausage out and then make my gravy and put it back in. But today I think I'm going to just leave it in there. But we don't want it to stick, burn. Nobody likes nothing burned. I'm going to look at my biscuits real quick. Oh, they're looking wonderful. They only take about 12-13 minutes at 450, so it's really quick. That's something you can just throw together easy in the morning and feed you a crowd. Alrighty, this is almost done. It's cooking really quick. It does not have a lot of fat in it, so I think I'm going to just add a little butter to this. Let me get a little butter. I'm going to just go ahead and add maybe about 2 tablespoons of butter to this. Because you need some kind of grease for the flour. All flour starts with a little oil of some sort. Everybody doesn't know that. But it does. You can use a little bacon grease in it. You can do all kind of stuff with this. You can put oil, but I'm going to put a little bit more because I'm telling you, this sausage has not got a lot of fat in it. So, I got to be mindful of my little biscuits. We don't want them to burn. Alright, another little tablespoon of that. Let me look at my biscuits. Alright, they're still looking good. Now, as soon as this butter melts, I'm just going to go right in and sprinkle my flour. Now, I'm going to start off with about 3 tablespoons of flour. And this is just self-rising flour. You can use whatever you want, really. And you want to cook it down. You don't want that flour taste on it. I'm going to kind of cook that up a little bit. It starts getting really good. There we go. It'll start absorbing some of that grease. And that's when we're going to just go in with some milk. I'm going to let this cook down for just a second. Before I add my milk. Alright, I'm going to gonna just go ahead in with some milk now. I'm just gonna pour it in slow. I'm gonna start off with about 3 cups of milk. All this will simmer down and it'll get thick. And actually I'm probably at about 4 cups of milk right now. And this is when it comes in good that you have to eyeball stuff. You can't always just go directly by a recipe. You got to figure out what it's supposed to look like and the texture and the consistency it needs to be. I'm just going to leave that milk right there though, because we might need that again. And I'm just trying to make sure nothing sticks. You want to keep your eye on it, keep it going. All right, I'm going to check these biscuits. Ooh, y'all, look at them biscuits. Yummy. We're going to set these over here. My stirrer. All right. Get me a little rag, clean my stove, Lord. I make a mess when I cook, but it all ends up okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn my eye down on low because I don't want this boiling and popping all over me. I'm just going to let it kind of cook slow and let it get thick and happy. If it gets too thick, we'll add a little milk. And I'm going to go ahead and add some pepper. Now I'm going to taste this before I put some salt in it because sometimes that sausage is really salty. We like a lot of pepper. Obviously, if I was cooking for the grandbabies or somebody else, I wouldn't dump all this pepper in it, but we love us some black pepper. Look at that. Now I'm going to taste it a little bit and see where it's at. I'll probably add some salt, maybe a little garlic powder, a little onion powder. But in all honesty, y'all, salt and pepper for this is really sometimes just enough. Put just a little bit, then we'll give it a little salt. I may get a little taste. Alright, it's really thickening up. I'm going to add just a little bit more of milk, maybe about 1/4 of a cup. Just let it cook down just a little bit more. I hope y'all can see this. I know I don't zoom in on stuff really good like I should, but maybe one day I'll get a little better and do that. I'm going to go ahead and turn my oven off. It is piping hot right here. Alright, this is good. Now I'm going to give me a little spoon, I'm going to taste it and figure out what kind of seasoning we need in it. And Lord, it's going to be ready to go. Now you can cook this just as a meal with just the biscuit and the gravy. But we a lot of times will, have other things with some scrambled eggs. This gravy is really good over a lot of stuff. I love it over home fries. That was always a treat. And some people they'll eat it over rice, they'll eat it over noodles. You can be real creative. But, and you see how easy it is. It's just a little flour, a little butter, a little sausage. And you got yourself a meal. So let me taste this and see what we need, see what we're working with. It is really, really hot. I don't want to burn nothing. Ain't nothing worse than burning your tongue, is it? That is good. Very good. I might add just a little more salt to it. And I'm going to add maybe just a little onion powder to it, but it really doesn't need it. It's good on its own. I'll put just a little sprinkle. the good thing about you cooking your own food. You can dress it up, dress it down. You can just make it your own and do whatever you want to do with it. All right. It is ready. I'm going to turn this eye down. And this is the biscuits that's going to be going with them. And we're going to get Russ in here and give it a little taste. See how he likes it. All right, we've got the finished product here. I got my biscuits and my sausage gravy. And Russ is ready to sample it. I'm just going to get him a little biscuit here. Let's see. Cut him a little biscuit here. Like I said, we like these biscuits to be good and crispy on the bottom, but so soft in the middle. I don't know if you can see this, but don't be scared to make no biscuits, because that Formula L, it's going to be making you look like a genius. All right. Now for the gravy. Some nice thick sausage gravy. Here we go. I made a mess. All right, Russell. Come on, give it a try. All right, got it piled high. Got Russell here. He's ready to give it a little taste.
Hey, y'all. Man, this is, that looks delicious, man. Ooh-wee.
We eat it for breakfast.
Fresh,
we
hot
eat it
biscuits.
for dinner.
You can eat them anytime.
Anytime.
Anytime. We eat breakfast for supper a lot.
We do. We love it.
Sausage biscuits is one of my favorite things to eat. I love the gravy, the sausage gravy.
Yep.
Well, I gotta get in here.
All right, get on in there.
Oh wait, y'all. Look at here first. Look at that.
Hope you can see it, all the smoke.
Oh, it's piping.
Piping hot.
Yep. Good and burn my throat. Here we go. Oh man. Crunchy on the bottom.
Crunchy, that's how we like them.
Yeah.
Yes, that butter, y'all, is a trick.
Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, in the pan before you put your biscuits down.
Let me track it back down. Look at that.
Ooh-wee! Some southern goodness. You don't even have to be from the South to love that. I'm telling you, it is a good recipe.
Y'all, you don't need nothing. That's a good supper right there.
Yep.
You don't need nothing else.
It's cheap, affordable, and you can really feed a crew with just
Breakfast
this.
too.
Just
Breakfast.
this.
That's right on point for breakfast.
Yep. Now we'll add some scrambled eggs, maybe some sliced sausage or something on the side, a good old fresh tomato.
Yeah, you don't need it though. You really
But
don't.
you really don't.
It's awesome. Very good.
That's all you need.
That's one of my favorites. It's up there. Yep.
Right behind the chicken and dumplings.
Yeah, the chicken and dumplings is the top of the list, but that's it's in there. I'm telling you, that sausage gravy.
It's on point.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
One more
Go
thing.
ahead.
You learn how to make that, and whoever you cooking for is gonna be happy. They're gonna be wanting more. They're gonna be like, hey, how about them sausage and gravy biscuits?
Yep. Your little babies, even if you got a little picky baby, normally my children loved it. Just loved it. So I appreciate y'all watching. If you've not subscribed,
Hit
please
that button.
subscribe.
Yeah, hit that button.
Please
She's
subscribe.
doing so good, y'all. Most people on YouTube are, it takes a long time to take good steps and progress. She's doing so good, and let's just keep the train rolling. She's gonna keep on cooking and putting videos out, and hopefully y'all enjoy them.
And y'all keep the ideas rolling. You can let me know what you'd like to see me cook, something you struggle with, and I'll see what I can do to help you out.
Yeah, appreciate it.
We appreciate it. Thank
Yeah,
y'all.
thank you.
Till next time.
Peace!